We are interested in how people visually cluster information that they see on a display. For this task, we will ask you to select how you consider the items to cluster on each screen. On each trial, you will see a radar screen with 20 items on it. You are asked to click on all the items you deem to belong to the same visual cluster. The number of items that you add to each cluster can vary as you see fit. For example, here I am adding 82 and 21 to the same cluster because to me these items seem to be visually grouped. Once you've added an item to a cluster, it will be rendered unclickable in the radar display, so when you mouse over it, it will not turn into a link. Once you've added the items belonging to one cluster, you can click the Add Cluster button, and it will create a new cluster for you to fill. Once you click this button, you will not be able to add items to the old clusters list. If there are items on the screen that seem to be alone and not clustered with anything nearby, we ask that you add these items to their own individual clusters. You may have as many clusters on each trial as you see fit, but you won't be able to move on to the next trial until all the items on the current trial have been clustered. You will get a dialog box like this if there are any items remaining to be clustered. If at any time while you're composing the clusters you feel that you made a mistake, for example, here I've added a couple of items to a cluster and I noticed that 51 doesn't really seem to be close to the other items, you can mouse over the item you'd like to delete and you'll see a red X next to it, and you can then delete that item from the cluster list. And that item will then become clickable again in the radar to be used for other clusters. You will be asked to complete 40 of these trials. Although this task is not timed, we ask that you work as quickly and efficiently as possible